Boeing 737 MAX 9 jet that lost a door panel in mid-flight says 4 crucial bolts on the panel were apparently not installed, and the Alaska Airlines plane may have completed more than 150 flights before the panel blew out last month. Chris Van Cleve is tracking the investigation.
A loud bang echoed through the plane as the door panel blew off this Alaska Airlines 737 MAX 9 last month. It happened with such force, it slammed the captain's head into a display 26 rows away in the cockpit. Now, federal investigators say 4 bolts that should have held the door in place appeared to be missing when the brand new jet left the Boeing factory.
So if the bolts are there, the door doesn't move up, which means it doesn't fly off.
Yes. By design, if the bolts are there, it prevents the door from disengaging from the stop fittings.
And flying off the plane.
And flying off the plane.
The preliminary NTSB report found the plane's fuselage was delivered to Boeing with defective rivets, which required removal of the door panel to fix. This September photo of the plane during final assembly shows that door panel in place, but at least 3 of the bolts missing. In a statement Tuesday, the Boeing CEO said the company is accountable for what happened and is implementing a comprehensive plan to strengthen quality.
It really created 2 issues for us. One, what's wrong with this airplane? But 2, what's going on with the production at Boeing?
Questions the regulator says it's working to answer, as nearly all 737 MAX 9s are back in the air.
A scare in the air over South Florida as a plane catches fire in mid-flight.
Oh my God, it's on fire. Oh my God.
Yeah, that video there, you see that from a witness capturing the flames from below. Now, thankfully, we're being told the aircraft was able to land safely at Miami International Airport at around 11 o'clock last night. And new this morning, we are listening to the Mayday calls made to air traffic control.
Mayday, Mayday, Giant 095, heavy engine fire. Request sector back to the airport. Now we'll go ahead and land. We have 5 souls on board.
Now, a spokesperson with Atlas Air, they sent us a statement. It says in part, a cargo aircraft landed safely after experiencing an engine malfunction soon after departure from MIA. The crew followed all standard procedures and safely returned to MIA. Safety is a top priority, and they are investigating.
Tonight, a Delta flight that was taxiing for takeoff from Atlanta bound for Colombia getting this alarming message from a plane nearby.
One of your nose tires just came off. It just rolled off the runway behind you.
The nose wheel falling off of the Boeing 757 and then rolling down an embankment at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport around 11:15 Saturday morning.
You have located the tire.
Yes, sir. It was in the safety area on the south shoulder.
Delta says passengers on Flight 982 were removed from the aircraft and transferred to the gate. They were later moved onto a replacement aircraft. While experts say this was likely a maintenance issue, it's the latest in a series of incidents relating to a Boeing aircraft just this month.
Oh my God, it's on fire.
Sparks shooting from the engine of an Atlas Air Boeing 747 cargo plane departing Miami International Airport last week.
Passengers were thrown to the ceiling on this flight from Australia to New Zealand, with at least one seen here attended to on the floor mid-flight.
It felt like, when you are in a roller coaster and you just go like this.
This Dreamliner, flown by Chilean airline LATAM, abruptly dropped more than 300 feet, leaving 50 people injured, several sent to hospital.
I just realized I'm not in a movie. This is actually for real.
Canadian Brian Jokett was on the flight and took these pictures showing emergency crews boarding the plane after it landed in Auckland.
The pilot came to the back and I said, what was that? And he openly admitted, he said, I lost control of the plane. My gauges just kind of went blank on me.
It's the latest in a string of terrifying incidents involving Boeing jets. A tire fell off this 777 taking off from San Francisco last week, smashing cars below.
Spring break travel, with the TSA forecasting 47.7 million passengers at the peak vacation point. Now another scare involving a Boeing plane, a United flight losing a tire right after takeoff. Kana Whitworth is at LAX with more very scary images there. Kana, good morning.
Certainly is. And Rebecca, good morning to you. That plane had to make an emergency landing here after it lost its tire during takeoff in San Francisco. This morning, the FAA now investigating how this tire fell off a United Airlines Boeing 777 flight as it took off from San Francisco International Airport.
United 35, might have lost a wheel on takeoff.
Just minutes into the flight, one of 12 wheels that make up the landing gear plummeted to the ground, landing in an employee parking lot, crushing these cars. Fortunately, nobody was injured. Corey Heineck, a high school teacher from Illinois, was one of the 235 passengers on board the flight originally headed for Japan.
Obviously, when you are missing a wheel, just landing, you get nervous about that. Are we going to crash? Are we going to just all those things kind of run through your mind.
The plane dumping fuel before making an emergency landing in Los Angeles to switch aircraft.